What is eugenics in racial classifications? Imagine a time when people believed that some races were better than others and that society should be organized around these ideas. That's the core of what eugenics is. It is a set of beliefs and practices aimed at improving the genetic makeup of humans. The idea was to encourage reproduction among people with traits considered desirable and to discourage or prevent those with traits seen as undesirable. In the context of racial classifications, eugenics played a big role. It involved dividing people into racial groups based on supposed genetic differences. These groups were often labeled as superior or inferior, and these labels influenced social policies. In the United States, eugenics was linked to ideas that certain races, especially those classified as Nordic or Anglo-Saxon white, were genetically superior. Meanwhile, groups like Black Americans, immigrants from Southern and Eastern Europe, and Asians were seen as inferior. These beliefs led to laws that restricted who could enter the country. The Immigration Act of 1924, for example, limited immigration from groups considered undesirable based on eugenic ideas. Eugenics also supported laws banning interracial marriage, called anti-miscegenation laws, which aimed to keep races separate. It justified forced sterilization programs targeting people labeled as unfit to reproduce. These programs mainly affected racial minorities, poor people, and those with disabilities. Between the early 1900s and the 1970s, tens of thousands of people in the United States were sterilized without their consent. Many were sterilized because they were seen as a threat to the supposed genetic health of the population. The Supreme Court even upheld these sterilization laws in 1927 in a case called Buck v. Bell. This decision made it legal for states to sterilize people they thought were unfit to have children. All these policies were based on the idea that certain races and groups were genetically better or worse. They shaped how the government viewed different populations and influenced policies on immigration, marriage, and reproductive rights. These ideas and laws created long-lasting effects on the racial makeup and social structure of the country. Although modern science has discredited eugenics as a valid theory, its influence on racial classifications and demographic policies remains a part of American history.